Hey everyone, so back again with part 6 of our discussion concerning pre-rapture contexts of biblical verses and timelines. We're here in Matthew 16 when Jesus says, "For the Son of the Human is about to come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he will give from each according to his works." Well, the word that's translated give from with the little fr is apodidomai, where the preposition apo governs a process away from the surface of something, which the surface of the coming of the Son of Human are the terms to uphead the all, when the Lord of the house comes, from eventide to midnight, according to the mystery which we've been talking about. So here, about to come in the glory of his Father points back to Hebrews chapter 1, verses 6 and 7. Like I've stated in other videos, he here is the Father who is leading the aforeborn Son into the dwellage where we see, "Let all of the angels of God prayingly crawl to him," who is making the spirits into his angels in the figure of flames of fire, concerns the fire that will examine each of our works in front of the podium, which brings us back to Matthew 16:27. And then he will give from, which is a process of the giving to each according to his works, which the reward of gold, silver, and valuable stones leads into the glory of the rapture for those who come into the wedding at midnight. Where if you just back up here, you see that, but there loses his soul. Gain the whole cosmos thereby loses his soul, which would be the loss of the reward. Hence, if anyone's work will be downburned, he will lose. We already talked about the context of the being saved here, points to those of the third watch time, where those who will take the reward come into the wedding feasts at midnight. So the angels Jesus is referencing here are those who uploosen at eventide, which is the uplight of the fire that will examine each work. Here, the fire will examine it, beginning the terms to uphead the all, which all start at eventide to midnight. So midnight is the rapture. The uplight of the fire begins at eventide, where what Jesus is saying here, that there are some who have taken stand who will not taste of death till, as it were, they perceive the Son of Human coming in his regency. Well, this is pre-midnight. This is the same context of who will not be made to slumber in 1 Corinthians 15. Key word, mystery. I tell you a mystery, the terms to uphead according to the mystery. We that abide will not all be made to slumber, not taste of death. Where the change here is midnight for those who enter the wedding feasts, concluding the terms to uphead the all, which is midnight, of course. So again, loses his soul would contrast the safeguarding of souls who are fetching the finishing of their faith as being led to come into the wedding feasts. When the Son of Human comes with the angels of his ability in a flame of fire, 2 Thessalonians 1, 7 and 8, which is all pre-midnight, where the giving from of each according to his works take a reward, where those who do not will lose the reward. So we have to read the context of these verses according to correctly cutting the word of truth, where then we see the parallel here also in Luke. So whoever will save his soul will wholly loosen it away, and who, as it were, will wholly loosen away his soul, for my sake in this one will save it. For what benefit is it if the human is gaining the whole cosmos, but wholly loosens away his soul, as losing the reward